What's going on, everybody? It is Jake. So welcome back to another channeling. Like I told you guys, I want to be on here every single day because I have to be a student as well. I gotta learn stuff. So that's what I did. Took a couple days off. Basically just healed myself, meditated a lot, studied a couple different things. But I'm back for a channeling, so let's see how this goes. The only thing is I'm thinking about maybe breaking this down because I don't know who's going to all come through. I connected yesterday, and I actually made a video yesterday, but I didn't put it up just because I just didn't like how it was going. So I meditated again today, and I got some of those beings back, and then some other ones just started coming in that I've never connected to before. So basically, I don't know if I'm going to break this up into two videos or one because there could be like 6 to 7 different beings, which is just overload for me. So we'll see how this goes. Or I can maybe just, wait for tomorrow and then do like a second half. We'll see, whatever. Doesn't matter. So, all right, guys. Well, I will see you in a little bit. So thank you. Greetings, this is Ganesh, or Ganesha, whatever you want to call it, does not really matter to me. Yes, I've been connecting to many individuals lately, and the healing that I come across today that I want to send to you is to call on me when you need to let go of attachments. Yes, letting go of attachments is very important in your spiritual process because many of you tend to grasp onto things that are not helping you in your journeys, in your ascension journey into the positive white light. For many materialistic but also negative habits are very, very strong in this third dimension, and because of this, it is very hard to let go of these things. But letting go and connecting to me and asking for this guidance will greatly help because I am here to show you the beauty. I am here to show you what is inside each and every one of you, but also the beauty in life, because many on these journeys start to forget the beauty in life. They start to work so hard on their spiritual progress, which is important, but sometimes you do go through a spiritual depression. And connecting again to nature, into animals, into each other, and seeing the beauty of what you are helping to improve will greatly help you let go of the things that just do not matter. Yes, this process is not easy, but all living beings have gone through this process, and it is very helpful in these journeys because you really start to learn about the infinite potential within yourselves, and you learn that you do not need anything, for everything is inside of you. I'm here to give this guidance, and I please ask that you call on me, and I will send you much unconditional love, and I will help you, show you truly what is there in front of your eyes. I leave you in love and light and blessings. Hello, this is Nancy. I hope that this is going quite well. I am not really used to communicating to your peoples at this time. But I was asked to come, and I also asked in a way to come several months ago. And so because of this connection has been established. Yes, I was alive in your early 1900s. I had a very, very happy life. I was very content with how things were going. I was a baker. My husband, Edward, and I had a very, very beautiful and long friendship, and things soon ended tragically because he died suddenly, and then not too long, so did I. And as many of you know, your ghosts and your spirits can be almost trapped. They cannot move to the other side completely. There is a fragment of them that is still held down to this third dimension. There is still much learning that needed to be done. And so for a long time, I was confused and I was lost about my journeys. And then I came across this one, for he was able to recognize me, and that is not something that is very casual on this side of the veil. And yes, I saw much love and compassion because he was going through his awakening and he acknowledged me. And even though I was a fragment of myself on the lower negative fourth dimension, he chose to work with me, and he chose to send healing love and energies to get me to the other side, to ask for loved ones, to ask for my guides to connect to me. That is why when he was in the hospital, I showed up to him and I looked much more magnificent, for I was complete once again. I was showing support for a compassionate soul that was loving and accepting of me. For it was not fully me, but he took that negativity and he blessed it with the white light, and he helped me. He helped me move over to the other side, as you call it. And so I supported him as he was going through his pain and his spiritual breakdown in a way for that needs to happen many times. You need to have a reflection of your spiritual journey, and sometimes you have to make adaptable changes that cannot be of the best feeling, but they are for the greater good. I am lucky and I'm blessed to meet an individual that was able to establish this connection in this 3D mentality, and I look forward to helping others as I have learned on this journey as well from this experience. From the other side for now, I send you much white lights, and I hope you connect to your higher dimensional beings that are waiting around, for we are all here to assist. Blessings. Yes, hello. Welcome to speak to all of you again. This message is not about my life, but this message is about my concern and my pain for my children. Yes, this is Diana speaking to you through another being for I can't even count how many times. Yes, my presence is still established in your society and within this dimension because of my place and because of the tragic instances that occurred. Yes, many of you connect to me, and I send you much energy and healing, and I send you much light, for we knew each other in a past life where I came from the Pleiades to assist within the negativity and to assist within the families that were establishing the service to self and the negative energies that were affecting this planet. So I was granted the opportunity to come in, but just like how you know, with the free will on this earth and with how this earth is currently going, the negativity has a strong pull. And unfortunately, it got the best of me. But that is not the message for today. The message for today is that I am very worried because there is much news about this new marriage, and if only you knew the secrets of what is going on inside the family. Yes, there's much accountability that everyone needs to take, but when you are born into that way of living and with the knowing and carrying of that burden, it really wears you down, and these children are not all bad. I send them much white light anytime I can, and I'm always assisting them, but I am concerned about their well-being, and I'm concerned about their future. Yes, the Pleiadian energies are helping to even the balance within the negativity that they hold on your Earth, but there's only so much they can do in your 3D mentality. And as you know, the queen is not too happy with this new marriage, and I just want them to be happy. I want my beautiful boys to live out a positive life in this 3D and not have to miss out on the experiences that many of you are experiencing, because they do deserve it internally. It is like walking on eggshells there, and I wish they were out of this situation, but it is just not so. So my energies go out to them and all of you. I ask that you send them healing energies, and I would forever be grateful for that. And I leave you in unconditional love and light, and I hope to connect to you once again. Blessings to your humans, and I loved you so much while I was here. Thank you. All right, I was there for that last one. Because, like, she contacted me a couple days ago. Or not a couple days ago, like a week ago. And I just, like, I had so many other beings that were connecting to me in the meditation. So I kind of put it off. And the thing is, you know, like, a lot of people do end up, thank you so much. I feel like a lot of people, though, do end up, like, channeling her. So I was like, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to be, like, tricked or anything. But I kept seeing these like beautiful images of her like as a multi-dimensional being when I was on my treadmill too yesterday, and I was just like, you know what, I kind of have to just do this. And you know, with all this stuff, it's kind of like just go with the flow, see how it is, you know. I mean, don't worry about it. So I'm really happy I was able to do that, so thank you. But let's see who else comes in. Greetings, hello, this is the Arcturians, once again to assist humanity on your journeys. Our message for today is short, but our message is that we ask many of you to invite us to connect to you on your astral journeys as you go into the fifth dimension and you explore your unknown, as many of you call it in your 3D mentality. For we have much to show you, we have much to connect with you. Many of you are open, and we are currently teaching you on our ships. Let's slow down and just. We are currently teaching you on our ships, and we are currently getting you ready for more tasks and more objectives on your journeys. For it is true that, and many of you do have deja vu, and this is a true thing. Many of you do remember signing contracts with us, with Palladians, with Sirians, with many other beings that you chose in this incarnation to work with, to bring about the white light, to be the bear holders, to be the holders and bringers of this ascension process during these times. And because of this, many of you are connecting to us, and we are helping guide you on where to go next. And this is going quite well, and that is why we came in today. We were not planned, so we are sorry for the sudden burst of energy. We were not planned, but this is going quite well, and we are asking for more of you to connect. For you will have a more balanced connection and a more balanced knowing of how to approach these weird and sometimes unimaginable times. Your reality is shifting every single day, and we understand that, but we are here to guide you. And many of us are your guides, as you know, and we ask that you please keep connecting to us. And yes, our light language is strong with many of you, and if you ask for assistance on that, we can do that as well. For much healing and much high vibrations are within our galactic language. Blessings. This is the Arcturians. Much love for now. Greetings, this is the Tall Whites coming to you from your Pleiades at this moment. We do not make much communication nowadays to your peoples, for we saw the negative impression that many of you had. Many had positive, but many things did not turn out as we planned. And we prefer to connect to the higher dimensional entities in the higher dimensions, for that is our place. As you know, many beings have their missions and they have their certain roles. And it is not for us to make a big impact right now, for that is in your future that we are seeing quite clear. Yes, we are around your Earth many times, but as stated, we are around the higher dimensions, for we do not make those communications, for we like to stay in the fifth and the sixth dimensional Earths. We do not communicate much with the third and fourth dimensions as much. But as your journeys progress and as you see this planet to grow into the higher dimensions, we will start establishing a new role on your peoples and on your earth. For Gaia is very accepting of our energies, even though some others are not. But we do not really worry about that, for it does not impact our mission, and that is simply what we are carrying out in our lifetimes currently. Because of our existence and because of how long it takes as you go up in the dimensions to ascend, we will most likely be communicating to you in your future in our very forms that we are in now. So that is something we will leave you with to connect to and meditate on for the reality of things. And the way she goes, as you call it, is very hard to understand with a non-multidimensional mind. So we leave you to ponder with that idea. Good day to you, and we will be back when the time is ready. We send you our blessings, and we will help you carry on your paths. Greetings, this is Bastet. Do not get my impressions wrong, for I am of the female energies. Yes, there is a silent war that is being planned currently in your timeline, and I am asking for many of you to acknowledge this and send it the white light and act according to your spiritual paths, for that is the only answer in these times. That is the only thing that they cannot stop and cannot manipulate. Yes, I was known to be connected to many wars, for I'm trying to bring this healing upon your peoples to try to prevent the negative energies and the old energies from trying to create another war. But what they are doing is much more different than has been had in your past, because now they are trying to create a war that will not be really known to your people, kind of like a underground war, as you know that there are many higher dimensional wars and battles that are being taken place that you are not aware of, but there is a war in the third dimension that you will not be aware of. Many will, but the majority won't. And they're being smart about this. They are playing their cards right, as you like to put it. It is quite an accomplishment for them at this time of your ascension to be using these manipulations. We do see that, but they will not get anywhere, for the white light clears all darkness. Yes, keep your intentions high. Keep your vibrations high. Keep your balance with one another. And yes, many of the male and female energies at this time are being manipulated and being brought down, and we ask of you to see the male in your female and see the female that is also within your male, for you all have each inside each other. And even though all of you are spiritual androgynous beings, you do have that majority in this body, and that is why usually you do go and search for the other half, as you might say, even though it is not exactly so, but in a higher dimensional way it is. So that is okay. And yes, if you are wondering, there has been many times in many realities where your females have actually been in control and have been the dominant ones, and the males were actually a step or many steps actually lower than your females. But this did not work out right. Just like how right now the female and male imbalance is not working out, it must be balanced. The marriage between these energies must be so. The marriage between the spirit and the soul has to be established and united. So we ask you to look inside yourselves. We ask you to use your wisdom at this time, for many manipulations on your planet are occurring, but we are here to help you not fall into these devastations. For now, I will go, but this is Bastet, and I leave you in the one of the white light. Well, that was very strong. I swear, I feel very tired. You know, like when, what's that way to describe it? You know, if you're like lifting stuff that's really, really heavy for a while and you get used to it, and then like you like lift nothing and it feels really fast. Like after you just feel like you just did like an intense workout, you know? I got that weird feeling. That's interesting. Should probably drink some water. Alright, I think that there's like one other being, so we'll see how this goes. So, alright, half hour is pretty short. That's cool. Don't want to keep you guys too long, so alrighty. I will be here forever, hopefully. So we shall see. I want to do some Reiki videos too, by the way. I want to do some Reiki videos. I want to do some, I want to learn about like mindfulness, and then like start speaking about mindfulness. And like I said, just do more than channeling, because like I've said in a previous video, you know, I'm going to school right now to get a degree in counseling, and then I'm going to use that. I'm also going to do spiritual stuff, and it's like I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. This is not just a hobby. This is what I do. But I think that's also why, you know, this stuff is coming, because if you really dedicate your entire being to this, it will happen. Because I'm talking to a lot of people who are dedicating everything to this stuff, and they are connecting in many, many ways. They're getting third eye visions, or light language, or waking up and seeing beings, or waking up on ships, whatever, you know, or just really, really strong synchronicities where it's like, okay, how are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's working. But then there are some people where they want to know this stuff and they don't really try, and you kind of just start, you know, like watching this for entertainment, I guess you can say, in a way, which is sad, because these beings are trying to help, you know. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like I want to do more. So if there's anything you guys want me to also maybe look up, put it in the comments, and I can like study something and then come on here and just talk about it. So that would be cool. And then obviously I can, use like the conscious channeling or whatever and see it if I get anything with that as well. So that's really, really cool. What else? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I had a subscriber. Let me look it up right now because I don't want to get this wrong. I gotta get their name. I don't want to answer a question and not put your name out. So give me a quick second, guys. When I'm recording, I notice my internet connection gets very slow. So I wonder why. So just give me 1 second. Okay. All right, it was. Again, I'm sorry, like for forgetting. I apologize. So, firstborn. And see, like I asked you guys to give me questions because I want to give you guys answers. And so, I only have one right now. But for example, so firstborn. So you said a channel once told me of my connection to Yeshua, wondering if Yeshua has a message for me. And then so today in my meditation, I connected to that. And what I got was you, as well as many people have. I think many people have probably had this too. I'm not sure. I mean, Jesus, Yeshua is it's connected to like billions of life forms. So it makes sense. But I think I was seeing you had an Andromedan connection. I'm seeing maybe like a reptilian energy, but I'm not sure. It may not be. But I'm seeing an Andromedan connection. There's many forms of Andromedans. I'm seeing a human right now. Yeah, I'm seeing a human right now. So maybe not. Yeah. So basically, like a more humanoid Andromedan, because there are those in the higher dimensions. But basically, you were okay. So as I've said before, Yeshua, his theme has happened in our culture, in and I'm talking about like the human race culture, and then many other alien life form races. He's had the theme of helping them ascend and having like that tragic, death or whatever. And like almost every basic, forms. That's kind of why he is who he is in a way. So what I'm seeing is that you in another life form, and this is really funny because I was just guessing when I was saying it to you earlier about like the whole maybe you were a disciple of him. But what I got was you were kind of like a disciple, like a follower of him in an Andromedan life form. And then after, it's kind of like how like this is what I'm seeing. There's those philosophers that all like worked under each other. And they kind of carried each other's messages. So what I'm seeing is that after what happened with Yeshua in that form, you strongly kind of like tried to take in those energies and do what he was doing. And you were successful at it, and you did it very well. So that's why he has that connection with you right now. So blessings to you. I hope that helps. And like I've said to you guys, give me whatever. If you guys have any questions, send them to me, and I'll try to answer them. So. Okay. Is that incense done, burn? Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So, I think there's one more being. So, let's see. Greetings. This is Arius from Sirius Alpha, or Sirius A as you call it. Yes, I am a fourth and fifth dimensional, interdimensional if you want to call it that, traveler if you will. I can go in many beings can go in between many of the dimensions. We know how to manifest that essence, and we know how to positively, we don't like the word manipulate because that usually is for negativity, but we know how to manipulate the sources into becoming the essence of one dimension to the next for the fourth and the fifth. But we have been listening to your people, and one of the issues that you are having right now that is actually to give you a perspective to feel better and feel more grounded with this instance. Many even channelers and mediums and other people, yes, they can connect to multidimensional beings, but did you know that they are having trouble just as you are connecting to their spirit guides? And that is my intentions for today, is to talk about your problems with your spirit guides. See, you're using your third dimensional, your linear thought to try to understand something that is not of this dimension, and that is part of your problems, because your spirit guides are not meant to always be known. Yes, you are led by synchronicity. You are led by the forces of the unknown, as many like to call them. But your guides are merely helping you because you are in control of your journeys. Yes, they help you, but their presence is not always needed to be known for. That is kind of the essence of why they are there. It is kind of amusing for us, but we understand how frustrated you can get. And many guides are there for certain reasons. That is why, to clarify, that many of your guides are there for a short period of time, or many of them are there for a long period of time. It is because they are not all there for the same reason. So one solution that I offer to humanity at this moment is to send the intent out, and especially in your meditation, but whenever you feel best, whenever you feel closest to source, let your intentions out of what you are trying to accomplish. What is your issues at that time? What healing do you need from your higher dimensional selves? And the ones that are working with you for that certain vibration of information will be glad to connect and assist you. And even though you may not be able to recognize them at first, it will happen. There is much light and beauty that is being supported. There are energies supporting this right now. Many guides are pleased. You're welcome, and I hope you do your jobs. But understand that many people are having issues with this, and when the time is right, it will happen, for Spirit does not cut corners. Spirit does not try to win the race, as you put it. Go with the flow, connect. You are having synchronicities, aren't you? Aren't you seeing numbers, angelic numbers? Aren't you seeing energies? Aren't you feeling vibrations, or feeling happy, or you think about a certain galactic being and you feel wonderful inside? And that is because they are guiding you. And that is a synchronicity, and that is a sign that they are connecting. So do not try to force your connections, for you will, because this is unfortunate, you will create an imbalance with the energies, and sometimes these guides do not like that, and sometimes they will go away. So do not try to rush and make something that is already good. Do not ruin it by trying to make it better. Have patience. Ask for your guides to come to you in the astral, for that is the easiest and probably most productive state for you to connect before you start awakening. I guess if your third eyes are activated, if you are meditating, if you are receiving things, then simply ask for your guides to appear, and they will. Or if you're living about your day and you feel a presence, simply stop in your moment, connect to your consciousness, and ask for a sign, or ask for a name or an energy or a image, whatever you desire, and most likely it will happen and it will come. And this will be a magical moment. And I'm happy to be a part of helping you reach your other beings and your other selves. For many of your guides, as you know, are yourselves. So there is no separation from the self. For you are each other. They are your past lives in many ways. We are the Sirians. We send you our energies. And we ask that you connect to Sirius A or Sirius Alpha. For many of you have been here and incarnated before, and it will be like coming home. Blessings on your journeys. Thank you. That was really weird. Okay, so I just connected to like an etheric canine being. Whoa. So. Yeah, oh yeah. A lot of people, okay, I've seen channelings of those, yeah, of like the Sirian canine being, so that's cool. So that's awesome. Wow, I was like, yeah, like, whoa, like, why am I seeing like almost like a wolf? But like an energetic wolf, you know, that's really weird. But very cool. So, thank you guys. Well, I am pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna go. Funny thing is, I just channeled a Sirian canine. I'm pretty sure, and I thought I was gonna channel Metatron. So maybe I channeled him earlier. I'm not too sure. Whatever. So yeah, that was it, guys. So I'm tired. That was an overload for sure. Not overload. It's just, you know, like I've said, I want to connect to less beings and have like more information, because once you start doing this, like I said, everyone's different, but for me, it's like I'm connecting to multiple beings for shorter periods of time. And for me, it's kind of like, you know, it starts to give me a headache when I'm like connecting to this, you know. So, damn, you know, I really want to connect. I want to try to connect to Metatron. I couldn't see if he has anything to say consciously. Man, that's disappointing. Not disappointing, but I wanted to connect to him. I don't really connect to angels that much, and I really want to. And for some reason, he was telling me to connect to him, and I connected to him today in meditation. So I mean, I can maybe just lay that out for you guys. All I got today in meditation was he was saying that he was very proud of humanity right now, but many people need to believe in themselves and love themselves for basically what he was saying is that all this stuff, could be, I mean, let's be honest here, and that's why I like angels. It was like, let's be honest, a lot of this stuff is very overwhelming, and it's completely normal to get into states of like disbelief or I don't know, just, basically, okay, what I'm getting is that the biggest war is the war with the self. And so he was saying that a lot of people, because you can be very connected and still have all those issues. I mean, you absolutely can. But he was saying that basically people really need to open this stuff up and like basically manifest all of this stuff, don't just kind of be like, oh yeah, ha, ha, maybe in the future I'm gonna do this, and like thanks for the energies, like people really are kind of like in a depressed state right now. So he was saying that that he, him, and he was saying God loves everybody, and that you need to open up and you need to just accept that you are worthy of this attention, you are worthy of this love, and that if you truly finally learn unconditional love, then you learn that all they want to do is be around you and help you and love you. So basically just open up. I mean, it's okay. Break out of your shell, break out of your third dimensional shell, and just let yourself be you. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. People are putting way too much pressure on themselves with the spiritual journeys. I've done it before. I've had times where, I was like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta be perfect. And okay, yeah, this is what I'm getting. It's like, no, you can't be perfect because you're in the third dimension. We're supposed to make, 50 mistakes a day because that's how we're supposed to learn. So with this ascension journey, you're never going to be perfect. Don't imagine it like you're going to become this Atlantean being all of a sudden. Like, it's not like that. But once you start to really like love yourself, you start to learn and love your imperfections. And so, like for example, for me, I'll go on days of the spiritual path and doing all this stuff. I'm really connecting to people. And then, like I forget all the time. And this is something that I battle with a lot. I forget all the time that I'm in the third dimension. I'm still young. I'm like, in my college days. I still gotta live life as, Jake. I gotta be me. It's like even though my higher self is Sahir and I connect to that, and channel and do all that stuff, I'm still me. You have to be you. So, I love my days where I like I don't watch TV, but like I'm the biggest wrestling fan in the world. That's why I got like my Kevin Owens show. Wrestling sucks nowadays, but I grew up on like the 90s, the good stuff. So, I have my days where I'm like, I'm going to crack open a couple beers and I'm going to watch an old 90s wrestling pay-per-view and just have fun with life. Or I'm going to, I don't know, just anything, Or sometimes I love just enjoying myself and being silly and being stupid. It's like, embrace this life and embrace the higher. That's the whole point. Okay, and this is me. This is not Metatron, but basically, the whole point of like my alchemy work, which I'll talk to you guys about, because I really like this law of one stuff, but that doesn't help you inside improve. That gives you clarity. But with the alchemy stuff, I think I'm gonna read that book. I think I'm gonna read it off here after I do the law of one stuff. I'll read that because with the alchemy stuff, it's about changing who you are inside and loving yourself and embracing. And the whole point is taking that higher information and bringing it down here. Don't expect like, oh, I can't wait to ascend and then boom, get the hell out of here, blah 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 blah. It's like the whole point of the Philosopher's Stone, the whole point of enlightenment basically, is to bring all this information and this healing down and spread it to the people and have it here where this needs the healing. You're not doing your job if you just ditch the third dimension, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's irresponsible, But that's just my outlook on it. It's like, you got to bring the stuff down. So what I'm saying is like, don't beat yourself up. Love your impurities. I'm not saying like bad habits and other negative things, but I'm just saying, no one's gonna be perfect. Don't be too hard on yourself. Have fun with this this ascension journey. Have fun with it, There's times where I go back and I laugh at myself. I'm like, oh, what an idiot. I'm like, oh, that was funny. I can't believe I was thinking that or whatever. And it's great, shed some light on it. And then, okay, this is weird. It's like I'm channeling myself right here. And then also it's like, once you learn to do that, I don't know if I'm channeling Sahir right now. I don't know. It's like I think so, maybe. Once you learn to do that, you learn I don't know why this is coming. You learn forgiveness easier too. Because it's like, you learn how to be adaptable and flexible in this 3D life right now. You learn to, so you forgive easier. And we all know forgiveness and forgiving of yourself is like one of the biggest ways to help clear karma. So if you want to clear karma, forgive. If you want to be very forgiving, learn to do all that stuff. So I hope this helped you guys. I really do. So I'm going to go. Thank you for tonight. That was exhausting for me. So I'm going to go rest and I don't know, just chill. So, all right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm very happy for the increase of people and everything that I've gotten, the subscribers. You guys are awesome. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have anything for me, like I said, let me know. I'm here to help. Service to others always. So, all right, y'all. Have a good night.